Getting to try my third Blue Wing ukuleles. This is actually number 13, Soprano. This is actually the 13th ukulele that he has made. And well, like I said, I've got to try two of them so far, a Soprano and a concert, number 3 and number 5. And well, this is a lot different than the first Soprano that I got to try, which he's completely designed his own thing here, and his own design, body shape, all of that. Uh, Torrefied spruce top, amazing torrefied spruce top with rosewood back and sides. As you can see, it's a bit glossy. I'm going to show off my messy studio if I ain't careful. But this thing, I mean, it's he's done a French polish on this, a very very light finish. I mean, really, really light and really nice finish on it. For a glossy finish, I mean, it just can't get no better than that. Absolutely stunning. A lot of this one doesn't have a lot of inlays on it, which I kind of like the little bit more plainer, style designs in ukuleles, kind of myself. Anyways, but this is not exactly plain in any way. He's also got a rosewood rosette on this that matches the back and sides. Rosewood faceplate, but he has a whole lot of purfling done on this ook. You can't hardly see the color in the video, but that purfling, there's actually some dark blue purfling in that, and it really shows up in person, but it's kind of hard to get in the video and in pictures. But I also absolutely adore that he used the same rosewood on the binding as he did, the back and sides. Put a white purfling with that. Of course, he's got purfling around it on the front and on the back. But it really makes the the back and side wood look like it comes up and wraps around the soundboard. Absolutely adore that. Plenty of good fret markers. Lots of good side markers. Well, I guess I should turn it the right way. Good side markers also. He wasn't stingy with any of those. Absolutely beautiful rosewood fretboard. I love his binding around the fretboard and the headstock. Absolutely elegant ukulele, even if it doesn't have a lot of inlays and things like that in it. Which I don't think you would really see me with one with a whole bunch of inlays and things. At least that's my preference. If I found the right ook, I mean, I wouldn't really, care what it looked like. I've always said I'd play a pink polka dot ook, if it had the right sound and playability on it. He has changed his neck profile a little bit since I got to try the number 5 concert. I can't really remember the profile on his first Soprano, but I know that was a lot different than even the number 5. On the number 5, I got to try a volute for the first time. He has a volute on this one, but I like the design of this one better. He has it placed higher on the neck position, way up above the nut. It's also a little smaller and more refined of a volute. And I really like the looks of it. And also I really like the position, the shape and the size and everything for it. It's just, I mean, a whole lot more perfect fit for my hand and playability. I'm not sure if he's changed the neck profile or not from the number 5. I mean, I can't really remember to be honest. The feel of the neck profile and everything. This one just, I mean, so nice. It's got a very thin but wide profile. He's got a 36.5 millimeter nut on this one that I measured anyways. And I guess I've been flashing it around there. I guess you've seen those amazing blue button UPTs, Goto UPTs, with black body, of course. Look absolutely stunning. This one is currently strung up with a Nui blue moon strings. The blue kind of goes with the binding that won't really show up on the video, which I guess the strings don't really look that blue on the video either. But I absolutely love the coloring and everything and the binding. It's just amazing. Side sound port on this. I did want to make a little mention he done something at least new to him, I believe, in construction on this, and that is on the sides. He actually you know cut down three thicknesses of wood, three sheets of wood, and laminated those together for the sides. Okay, and he did that to give it a sturdier, beefier side that would be stronger, and also I can really tell that it has the beefier sides in playing it. It really seems to work the top of the oak more. That top really seems to, just really be working. The projection and everything, really, really nice. Really impressed with his design. His whole build here. It's just a really nice design and a nice build. The frets, I was telling the owner yesterday, I believe, the frets are just kind of the perfect size. Some of them kind of seem too small, of course, and sometimes fingers want to slip past the frets a little bit, that kind of thing. Some of them kind of seem a little too big sometimes. Sometimes my fingers want to slap into the side of them as I'm trying to slide up and down the fretboard, and you'll hear that, up the fretboard. But the size of these frets are just really, really nice. Got amazing playability on them. They're plenty big enough to get plenty of bending and extra accent on the strings. But I don't feel like the frets get in my way as I'm playing. Absolutely stunning ukulele. 7.5 minutes. I just done that first little sound sample. Let's try a couple little different few seconds of some songs here. Really long, nice sustain, especially for soprano. All right, let's try a little Shenandoah. A little Aloha Oe. Absolutely beautiful tone. It came stock with Worth clears, I believe, and the owner put the blue strings on there matching that binding and those beautiful tuners, and I can't say I blame them. These strings really sound good, really deep and warm. Kind of oak that I'm sure will do well with mini strings. Absolutely beautiful. I'm excited to also make a video on the concert here in a minute. It's just as stunning as the Soprano is. Absolutely wonderful ukuleles. I believe he's actually already started his next builds now, or getting ready to start the next builds. I look forward to seeing where this ukulele builder goes. He's definitely increasing with each build. I really think he's refining the process. The number 5, was just absolutely stunning on sound, really big and loud sound, and I really think he's continued on with that. Really, he's really perfecting you know, the ukes. Like I said, this is just number 13, his 13th ukulele that he built. And, well, I mean, seriously, he's, you know, from what I have seen and I have been able to experience. Now, I've got to try, you know, several oldies, things like that. I mean, you know, he's right up on the level with, you know, with some amazing ukulele builders. And definitely worth looking into if you're looking to have a custom ukulele built. You know, he's doing some amazing things. And he could have done more inlays and things like that on these, but they chose to do a simpler option. And well, to be honest, I think they made the right decision. I just don't think it would have looked prettier with a whole bunch of stuff added to it. I think it's very elegant. It looks like an ukulele, you know, that I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, walking out on a stage or an ook group or whatever, you know, with that ukulele. It's just absolutely stunning, beautiful, and you know, elegant. But appreciate you watching.